Hi everyone, welcome back to David at Go To Hobbies. Right, this is a potty political broadcast. No, only joking. Right, Labour Party, Conservative Party. Who's worse? Labour. Why? Because they're a load of frigging morons, that's why. We thought the Conservative were bad, but the Labour Party is just 10 times worse. Actually, I'd say more like 1,000 times worse. They're absolutely got their heads shoved up their asses. They talk shit and do shit. There's no difference between any of them. And you know what? They're driving this country into despair. They're certainly pissing on my strawberries every single day. And that Starmer, my giddy auntie, he was one hell of a bloody super moron, isn't he? What pisses me off is everything he does. It's just, he's like Billy Bunter. You look at Billy Bunter and he is a spitting image of him. He's got a round fat face, he's got the glasses. So instead of Mr. Plonker, I'm going to call him Mr. Billy Bunter from now on. Billy Bunter Plonker Starmer. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Try saying that when you're pissed. No, but seriously, I mean, where did they get this fruit bat from? You know, a blinking monkey in a zoo can do a better job at running this country than Starmer. And as for that Angela Rayner and Rachel Reeves, they're like a pair of mad chickens, aren't they? And what they lay? Not a golden egg, a load of crappy eggs. And those crappy eggs, they drop on us lot. But what gets me is this. They're supposed to be in charge of this country. They're supposed to have British people's interests. But all they've done so far is turn Britain against the Labour Party. They've turned Britain against government. And they're so stupid they don't see it. All they're doing is building more and more hatred for the government and more unrest. All the time this government pisses on people's strawberries, things are going to just escalate and get worse. Why? Because it's not me, it's not you. They are doing it to all of us. They are pissing everyone off. If it ain't the pensioners, it's the farmers. If it ain't the farmers, it's the railway drivers. If it ain't the railway drivers, it's NHS. And the list goes on and on and on. I lose track of the absolute stupidity of this government. That's how bad it is. And then what we got with the police. Sending 3 police cars, 6 police officers to arrest a couple over this school incident. And when you want a police car to patrol the motorway, there ain't none. Why ain't there? Because they're cutting back and they've changed their system of policing. It seems to me this is absolutely ludicrous. Stupidity from the highest order. You could not write a book about this. You can't make it up. And instead of, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry, but it's just utter disbelief. And you just think to yourself, why? Why are they doing it? We've had prime ministers before. I mean, you know, Boris Johnson. At least you could relate to the bloke. at least you could see he had a bit of a charm to him. Yeah, okay, he was a fruit bat, but at least he was a prime minister you could understand. And I mean, Rishi Sunak, he was so far out of touch. You know, Mr. Rich Boy. And now we've got this frigging Starmer. Where's it going to stop? So we had the good, now we got the bad. Rishi Sunak, now we got the bloody hell. That's what we got now. Absolute hell. So we're living through hell. Welcome to Britain, the hellhole of the whole world, where we've got a frigging government that's hell-bent on destroying the British people. Well, it seems that way to me. This government has pissed on my strawberries more than I could ever say. They've made me unhappy. They've betrayed my trust. They've annoyed me. I feel betrayed, upset, annoyed, pissed off, and everything else that goes into it. And I just can't understand what the logic is behind this government, because there's nothing there. There's no logic to them. They're totally and utterly irrational. There's no consistency. There's no plan. And they're so full of bullshit. It's unbelievable. But that's my opinion. What's yours? What do you think about this government? What do you think about the police force? How they're conducting themselves? Do you think they're pally-pally with the government? I do. And not only that, have your say. Tell me what you think. How does this government make you feel about what's going on, what they're doing, what they're not doing? I mean, the farmers, just look at what they did to the farmers. Talk about taking the piss. And you know what they did to the flipping pensioners? What gets me? Labour introduced the winter fuel allowance. Now they're taking it away. So they are two-faced. All this government is doing is betraying every single man, woman and child in this country. Not only that, they have betrayed our trust, our loyalty, our understanding what this government will do. They have single-handedly turned the whole nation against the British government. Not my doing, not my saying, because all I'm saying is what I see, what people tell me, how people feel. Wake up. You'll see it through your own eyes. All I'm going to say to you is this. Leave a comment. Let me know what this government makes you feel like. Because before Christmas, I did make the conscious decision to join Reform. I didn't make that decision lightly. I had a lot of thought about it. And the reason why I did it is the only party that says what they say and do what they do. There's no other one. None of them have got any balls. Okay, if it wasn't Nigel Farage, it'd be someone else in Reform. But Nigel Farage is a bit of a character. I'm not saying he's squeaky clean. I'm not saying he's not. All I'm saying is some things you do like, some things you don't like. But compared to what this Labour government is and what they've done, is God. It is literally the difference between the God and the devil. Starmer is living hell, and that's what he's putting every single person through. And the only chance we've got is to get this bleeding bunch of clowns out as soon as possible, and then let's get this flipping common sense, down to earth, practical, and at least they're in touch with what people want, how people feel, and that's Reform UK. And there's no other party that can come near or close by. So that's my opinion. As I say to you, leave a comment, let me know what you feel. If you don't agree with me, fine. Let me know. If you do agree with me, let me know, please. And also, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, it helps the channel to grow. And then this video will show to other people that are pissed off or not pissed off about this stupid government, what it's doing to every person in this country. So thanks again. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.